Data architects are in charge of comprehending the overall enterprise architecture and ensuring that it fulfills the data needs of the entire organization. They're usually in charge of figuring out how data will be collected, kept, and used. Among their extra responsibilities are data flow management, understanding where data is going and coming from, and data storage strategies are being adjusted and refined. Controlling data access, and who should have access to what. Data integration and modeling, collaborating with data scientists and members of the IT team when necessary and automating whenever possible. Maintaining excellent data governance and data warehousing knowledge. Adapting the organization's architecture nimbly as needs change, and being the go-to expert when it comes to implementing any new architectures. If you want to conceptualize and build a robust data infrastructure from the ground up that meets your specific business needs, develop and refine data policies and procedures, and make thoughtful recommendations and proposals for changes to the existing architecture, you should hire a data architect. You'll especially want them to have programming skills, Python, R, SQL, a working knowledge of various database systems and functionalities, such as data warehousing and data lakes, and, of course, the ability to work well with people from diverse teams. If you're using staff augmentation to hire a data architect and contracting a service provider to do it, you'll need to have a requirement statement or specifications available. By being more specific, the service provider will be able to assign the most appropriate personnel to your demands. Creating the requirements. Job title and responsibilities. The role and seniority of the employees are described in a few words by the job title. Senior Data Architect, Enterprise Data Architect, Data Architect, with Oracle skill, and others are examples of data architect job titles. A solid job description, in addition to the proper job title, is essential for the right fit. A job description usually includes a succinct outline of the primary tasks and roles that candidates will play inside the company. Responsibilities and obligations of the job. The particular job tasks and duties, as well as abilities and qualifications, are the most crucial component of the specifications you must pass on to the service provider when employing a data architect through staff augmentation. When the service provider posts the job on your behalf, job seekers can review this list and determine whether or not they are a good fit for the position. Despite the fact that initial screening and checks are part of the service provider's responsibility, it must be taught what to screen and check for. Here's an example of how this list may appear. Data design, structure, and management. For records and review by senior management, document the database design and architecture. Create data monitoring models for each product and collaborate with various departments, such as the marketing team, to develop models ahead of new product launches. Report on changes in database storage and usage, as well as any potential remedies. Examine whether the database implementation methods adhere to the company's policies and any applicable external regulations. Maintain the database's integrity and security. Technical talents and certifications, previous job experience, education, and soft skills should all be on this list, preferably in that order. Technical abilities and experience, rather than credentials and education, should be given more weight. Including too many talents on a resume may turn off competent applicants. Here's an example of a short list of abilities and qualifications. Oracle knowledge is required. C and PHP are two languages in which you excel. The ability to function in a distributed environment. 4+ years of data analysis, executive, or management experience. Computer engineering bachelor's degree, postgraduates will be preferred. When service providers receive the client's specifications, they should ask pertinent inquiries. 3.Digital, one of Australia's premier staffing firms, makes it a point to provide all of its clients a well-structured questionnaire in which they can answer questions such as desired versus required skills and qualifications, type of contract, needs for time zones, expertise in the field, project kind, development/support/enhancement, and previous experience. Fixed price versus variable price, depending on time and material. Experience in a relevant field as well as overall experience. The staff augmentation provider may not be able to deliver if they do not ask the correct questions to gain a thorough grasp of your business needs. Businesses should also ask the staff augmentation provider to shortlist candidates with required traits such as proficiency in written and spoken English with few cultural gaps, good presentation skills to be able to present their plans and solutions to senior management, and team players who have the knack and flair for striking up a good rapport with various departments, depending on their requirements.